this is White the Nerd, and today I'll be talking about the new Avengers movie / Marvel movie coming out called Avengers Infinity War. And today I'll be talking about why it's probably gonna suck. I mean, later in the future I might do talking about the new Han Solo movie and why it might suck. But today I'll be talking about Avengers Infinity War since it's coming out a month before the Han Solo movie. Which, by the way, I think the Han Solo movie will suck, like how The Last Jedi sucked. So yeah, let's just begin on this thoughts. So this is not a review of Infinity War, but I'm talking about what I think, like how bad or how good Infinity War might be. I mean, the hype to it, so I think that Infinity War is not going to be very good. I think Avengers Infinity War might be one of the worst Marvel movies. I mean, it's just, I don't know, it looks like it's all so you're going to make this movie into two parts, and you're probably like, well, Avengers 4, which is coming out 2019, is going to be part 2. No, it isn't. I just actually read this on the news, that Avengers 4 is going to be a separate Marvel movie, so that means Avengers Infinity War is just going to be this big movie that's supposed to be a two-parter, and which it should have been, or even like a trilogy, which World Avengers is a trilogy basically. Yeah, but I'm talking about like an Infinity War trilogy. Because if you actually look at the trailers, which I just looked at the second trailer, which is the final trailer, which just came out right now, it's just the same as the last trailer, and I can just tell you what my thoughts are on it. My thoughts on it is that, Infinity War is just, it's all crammed. It's not it just doesn't look very good. I mean, it looks sucky. It looks like the worst movie I ever seen. I mean, I'm not really a big fan of Marvel, used to. But, I mean, wow. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of superheroes in this. I mean, it just looks awful. I mean, it looks like it's gonna be the worst movie ever. And look at these comments. So this guy's like, oh my god, this is on trailer, and this guy's like, the biggest movie of all time. Yeah, just because it's a war movie of superheroes doesn't make it the biggest movie of all time. Yeah, I mean the trailer's trying to make it look epic, but it just looks like a crappy movie. Honestly, it seems like they're just trying to cram it all together. They should have just made it into 3 movies, just 3 parts of this story, because this story just looks extremely crammed. Because if you're gonna have a lot of superheroes in it, then just make it into a 3-parter, or 2-parter. Don't make it into a movie that was supposed to be a 2-parter, but it's gonna be crammed into this one movie. That's not gonna work. And this movie is 2 hours and a half, and that's the bad part about it, because you cannot do a 2-parter with 2 hours and a half. So it's always just gonna be crammed. Just again, these are my predictions. This is not the review of the movie. I haven't seen the movie yet, of course. If you thought that, I don't know why, unless you were watching this after the movie came out. But these are just my predictions, and I just think it's gonna be the worst movie of all time. It's just not gonna be good. It's just gonna be one crammed mess where they try to give every character its backstory, but it just freaking sucks. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know why they're gonna be making this movie. I mean, at least in I mean, this is just so crammed. It's gonna be the Batman v Superman theatrical cut, where they had to cram everything in. See, if you actually watch a 3-hour cut of Batman v Superman, it's actually really good. But the 2 hour and a half cut, which is basically going to be as long as this movie, was not very good. So this is the thing about it. If you guys want to have a good Infinity War movie, it needs to be a 3-parter. You're like, well, I don't want to wait 5 years for these 3 movies. Well, if you want it to be good, or a 2-parter, that would be okay. But 1-parter just sucks. I mean, you're going to have to cram everything in. All the backstories. I mean, if I watch the trailer again, it's the final trailer that they just released today, or on March 16th, which if you're just watching it now, it just looks like the same. It's just gonna be this, all these characters gain up, and then they just fight Thanos. And all like Thanos could like all these characters could have a cool backstory leading up to this, which could be a 2-parter or a 3-parter. But no, they have to make it into one big movie. It's just so retarded. I mean, it's the most retarded thing ever. It's the most stupidest thing ever. I mean, what the heck? It's so stupid. And everybody, you know what's funny? Everybody in the comics is, I mean, just go on the trailer, and everybody on the comments are like, oh yeah, I don't know, it's just so weird, like, no, it's like, I was about to go to sleep, but this is more important than my sleep. yeah, a big war, yep. I mean, this would be a cool movie, or cool movies if it was like a 3-parter or a 2-parter, but like I said, this is one movie that's gonna be like 2 hours and 30 minutes. This is not enough time to make Infinity War. Infinity War is claimed to be like the best story out of Marvel. If you're gonna want to do that, you're gonna have to make it to 2 parts or 3 parts, not freaking 1 part where you have to cram it all in. If you're gonna do that, nobody's like, I mean, everybody's gonna go watch it, but it's not gonna. Everybody's gonna be disappointed. I mean, it's just so stupid. It's the most dumbest movie I have ever. Like, I mean, I haven't seen it, but it's just like I ever heard. It's just stupid, retarded, pointless. I don't know. It's just. I mean, if I just watch the trailer again, it just looks stupid. I mean, these could be really good movies, but instead they have to cram it all in because that's all they care about. I mean, you could get all these characters really good backstories. I mean, I know they will, but it's just gonna be all crammed. And I mean, that's the big thing I just hate about this. Like, Marvel, if you want to have a good like movie, don't just like make it into one movie. Make it into like 2 parts. I mean, Marvel is planning to make the Infinity War into 2 parts for a reason. This is a long story. I mean, it's not like Age of Ultron or like the original Avengers movie or any other Marvel movie. This is just like one big story. And if you're gonna cram into 2.5 hours, then how are you gonna do this? It's not gonna be fun to watch because you're like if you're watching something on the screen, you're like, oh, this is interesting, but then it just like goes to something else, and you're like, man, that was just shoved right to my face. I mean, when you're done watching the movie, you're not gonna know what you saw. You're like, what was that? It was just so quick. Like, this could have been like 3 movies, and it'd be awesome, or 2. I mean, again, they were gonna make this into 2 movies. But no, instead you have to make it into 1. And before you're like, well, Avengers 4 is part 2 of Infinity War. No, it isn't. No. I mean, if I look here, it says it's not. So, yeah. Yeah, that is such a disappointment. I'd rather have this be 2 parts than 1 part. Like, this is gonna be a bad movie. Like, I mean, I bet you old critics are gonna be like, oh, this is so awesome. But really, they're like, man, that was like the worst movie I ever saw. I mean, look at all these comics, they're like, oh man, this is so awesome. This is so awesome. Yeah. I mean, it would be awesome if they made it into this whole big, like, story. But instead, no, they have to take a big story and squeeze it into 2 hours and 30 minutes. This could be like 5 hours. I mean, this is just retarded. Marvel, just actually make movies, like, for goodness, like. So retarded. Like, this is the most retarded thing ever. I mean, just telling you, you're gonna be very disappointed. Funny how in the comments they're like, oh yeah, DC sucks. I don't know. I mean, just because you guys make more money, or Marvel does, doesn't mean that DC's worse. So anyways, my predictions for Avengers Infinity War, that it's gonna be one rush piece of crap, and you cannot, like, jam like, a big story or a long story arc into 1 movie, which is supposed to be 2 parts, but instead they had to squeeze it into 1 movie that's only 2 hours and a half, so then it's gonna feel rushed. So this is a big mistake, Marvel, and if you don't do this, you're gonna leave a lot of Marvel fans disappointed. So yeah, this is gonna be a sucky movie. I can predict that. This movie's gonna suck. It might be one of the worst movies of all time. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe.